Hey everybody, Brian from Audiohead here. We're back in the saddle again, this time with the MrSpeakers Mad Dog custom mod headphone. This headphone originally started as a Fostex T50RP headphone and then was modded by MrSpeakers. This is quite a popular headphone on the market right now, and especially in the Head-Fi community. It does offer planar magnetic technology that is similar to the one you might find in the Audeze LCD line, which is also very popular right now. The original headphone, the Fostex T50RP, starts its life as a $100 to $150 headphone that is known mostly for a lot of studio stuff, people, recording engineers, that kind of a thing. You know, utilize it quite a bit. Not exactly an audiophile classic in that sense. However, he's gained a lot of steam, MrSpeakers. His name is Dan Clark in real life. With this headphone and the mod to the audiophile and Head-Fi crowd, the modifications include a leather head strap. He calls it the comfort strap that goes around the top that kind of shields you from the rubber original head strap. And he also modifies the interior sound, the sonics of the headphone, and the ear pads. So the ear pads are like probably the biggest physical change. They're much deeper. They're much more comfortable than the originals. And, you know, they do a great job. They're very deep. They keep the drivers off of directly touching my ears, at least, which is a huge thing, because when the drivers push on your ears internally, it kind of causes fatigue over time. So not the most awesome thing. So he does fix that, so that's great. So there's a lot of big pluses about this headphone. The price he charges is roughly $300 for one of the unbalanced models. He has updated this headphone to include balanced connections. The universal fit allows you to get the jack that you see here, but change out whatever cable you want. And MrSpeakers actually makes a pretty good cable. You can see the cable here, and it clicks right in and out through this slide-on connection. And you can get the universal headphone, you can get different cables through his website too that he makes. So he's actually designed it so you can do the 4-pin XLR, which is what I did the review with, and also the RSA small connection. So he's really, you know, going after the Head-Fi crowd here and offering all kinds of great connections that you can go do right through his site. The cable I received, the 4-pin XLR, was good, robust. It is good long. It's a regular kind of thick wire. It's not see-through or special or any of those kind of aftermarket things, but it does the job. It's very dense. It's very big, and I would say it does a great job in its function. As far as the headphones themselves are concerned, I found them to be very articulate and very defined for the $300 price range. So if this ever was $100, it far exceeds that. And I think it really competes well with other headphones in terms of clarity in the $300 range. Now, the one thing to remember about this headphone is that it is a closed back style. So you do have some of the tonalities and the airiness that accompany a closed back headphone. And sometimes it's not quite as airy or light or extended as an open back. I think that's one of the major benefits of going that route. But for a closed back, it excels at almost all things. Very well balanced, not overly bassy, but it does have that low-end thump that is kind of synonymous with closed-back headphones. So it can get a lot of punch and a lot of push on the very low end, but it's not overly bloated. I think it's very well balanced, if not slightly leaning towards more of a treble forward signature. Now, not heavy, not really like sparkly or anything too much. In fact, I enjoyed this signature quite a bit. It just leans that way a hair more than, let's say, the Sennheiser Momentums, which I think kind of strike a very nice, balanced signature. So, as far as clarity, top notch for $300. If you like a little more, accent in the vocal vocals and treble, and that's really your bag with a nice low-end thump. That's kind of the signature here. So overall, I really enjoyed these headphones as well. For $300, closed back, I don't think there's much out there that competes in terms of transparency, which is a really great thing when you're going for that audiophile crowd. Maybe not the best fit for those who love the Beats closed back signature or really bass heavy stuff. I feel like this is a great kind of fit for the audiophile crowd, the head-fi crowd. Really has the attributes that they go after, and obviously, you know, the way this headphone is marketed is right at those guys. So a fun little piece. Definitely something if you should check out if you get the chance for yourself. Dan, MrSpeakers, frequents many of the Head-Fi meets, as well as a lot of the top-end audio shows I've seen him at. So if you want to get a chance to listen to him, he's all over the country. I mean, this guy, I've seen him so many times. So he really gets out there and lets people listen to it. So just check out his website, or even you know, see if he's going to be at one of your local shows, which I highly encourage that you attend, to try to get a feel, get a taste for it, see what's going on. And if you have a bunch of amplifiers, this is a great opportunity to kind of swap them out with a lot of different connections. So if you're for the audiophile crowd, this thing's capabilities, the way it's presented, is very much fitted very well for the audiophile crowd. So that's this one. Thanks you guys for checking it out.